a regular individual, just like each and everybody else on this call. I'm no different. I'm no better than each and every single one of you. And, Andre is, someone that I have the utmost respect for. And if you're working with him and if you're tuning with him, then obviously you're on the right track. And I highly advise that you stay close to this man because this guy is for sure going places. And it's really just an honor that, I can really be able to, not only just call, him a friend, a best friend, a brother of mine, but also, someone, that I look up to and I watch and I idolize on a daily basis as well. So we feed off one another's energy. And it's really just a blessing, to really just be working with him and really just, see the things that he's doing, on the trading aspect of things as well, but also on the business aspect of things as well. So it's truly, truly a blessing. But first off, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Nick Hall. Not too much. I'm not really going to go too much in depth on my story because, we're all on the team, so I'm pretty sure generally everybody knows everybody's story. But if you don't know my story, I will touch on it briefly. Currently 21 years young, full-time student at Sacramento State University. Found this platform, guys, by the name of Kiani McGee. Obviously everybody on this call should know who that is. The man, reached out to me on Instagram. Really just hit it off, right off the rip. And I think the main reason why I kind of just decided to follow his path was solely for the fact that we literally came from the exact same backstory. We had the same struggles, we had the same desires, and we had the same end goal in mind. So when I found out about him and really when I, got to, really just meet him and talk with him, that's when I decided, okay, I'm definitely going to lock arms, jump right in and, really just take things to the next level, just like as he's doing. So fast forward, moving on, as I get into the platform, Forex, started to trade, really took me by surprise because I really didn't think, for one, I really didn't think I was going to be as profitable as I am today, with this skill set. Also, I didn't think that I was going to be the one to really go out here, share the opportunity as much as I can. Solely for the fact that at the time when I had got involved, I wasn't super confident in my ability to really showcase what it is that we're doing. But now, obviously, as time has gone by, I've, definitely grown and matured even more, and decided, why not be the selfless leader that I was destined and created to be. God put me on this earth and put each and every single one of us on this earth, to do one thing. And that's really just to, make an impact, whether that being on yourself, whether that being on your family, whether that being on your loved ones, whether that being on your friends. It's about making an impact, and changing, your current state and helping, change other people's current state as well. So, but that's just a little story about me, guys. Like I said, I don't want to touch too much in depth on it because, I definitely want to get into the bread and butter, for really just trading in general. So as you guys have known, HFX has really just started to take over. It's actually kind of been underrated for a while. A lot of people have been sleeping on it. I'm definitely guilty of sleeping on this. But I'm super, super glad that I decided to take the opportunity and take initiative to really just jump on this, and really just start to run with this as well. I tell literally everybody that I talk to, they're like, yo, this is literally my new baby. And I definitely feel like this is something that I want to perfect to the T. Obviously, since I've just started it, I'm not necessarily there yet, but trust me, it is coming. Just like each and every single one of you, it is about to come. So let me go ahead and kind of break down what it is that I'm talking about, guys. Quick question before I actually get started. Everybody on here is aware of HFX and binary, correct? Okay, cool. If you guys want, you guys can unmute your mics as well. I don't mind. I want this to kind of be just an environment where we all just talk to one another. I don't want us to, be kind of outcasted in any way. So if you guys want to talk, feel free. Ask any questions as we go along through this presentation as well. Feel free to stop me and ask some questions. But cool. So now we know that everybody's on the right track. So first off, let me go ahead and share my screen. The one thing I kind of want to touch on is the fact that if you want to learn binary and if you want to, really get involved with the community of what we're doing with HFX, I would highly advise you reach out to one of the leaders, in the organization on your team. Reach out to them and see if you can get you guys self plugged into the LBD HFX chat. This is our own Telegram chat to where we literally have it designed and catered to HFX. So I'm talking about, when we're having setups are being thrown in here as well. As guys, like the simplest way I can kind of put it is just like all of our other chats, except it's more so catered towards binary. So everybody new, that wants to get into binary, like I said, I highly advise you reach out to your leader, and definitely get plugged into this, because this is where a lot of information for HFX is going to be thrown into. It's not solely going to be thrown into any other chats, mainly this one. And as you guys can see, like, it's already growing to about 500 members. And I think we've literally only had this chat for, Andre, if I'm not mistaken, probably about like a month.
Yeah, it's like less than 2 months.
Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy the amount of impact that this is doing. Not just for our team in general. I mean, if you guys have noticed and have seen, like, literally, I don't know if you guys noticed in the East Coast, like this is blowing up over in the East Coast. A lot of people are tuning into this because they're understanding the fact of, okay, binary is not so much different than Forex, and also it's going at a much quicker rate. So if you're one of those traders that really likes to come in the markets and really see it returning your investment right then and there, this is something that you should plug in and dive into. This is also something that you should plug in and dive into, what I like to call, if you're one of those traders that likes to scalp all the time. Excuse me. For me, I'm one of those traders that I don't like holding my trades for long periods of time. I like to get in and get out. So when it came down to just trading Forex, I was one of those people that would just scalp. I would literally trade on probably like the 1 hour or the 15 or the 30 minute, and I would literally just get in and get out. So once I got introduced to binary, I understood and realized that it's even less time waiting that you have to do. It's literally on, a 1 minute time scale, a 2 minute time scale, all the way up to, like a max of like 15 minutes if you wanted to wait that long, but it's really fast paced. But I also don't want you guys to, get a little pushed off from it because it's so fast paced. That's why we have the Academy, because it literally teaches you exactly what you need to know when it comes down to trading binary. So as I go into the Academy, obviously we're on our back office. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to Academies. Then what you're also going to want to do is you're going to go to HFX Academy. Basically it's the same thing, guys. What you're going to do is you're going to want to tune into these sessions, tune into these videos, make sure that you guys watch these. I would honestly probably start, I mean, if you're brand new to trading and this is like your first time, this is your first day, being a part of the platform, first off, welcome. I hope that you guys, are super, super eager to really want to learn this skill set, because I'm telling you, this is literally life-changing. But like I said, if you're new, I would start from literally the first video. If you're experienced and you've already been through, regular Forex Academy, honestly, probably where I would start is I would start on 105. And then from there, I would just continue to carry down. The reason why is because it's literally just kind of breaking down. It's like the same introduction videos as if it was just regular Forex. So for me personally, I would start at 105 and then just kind of go down. So that's the Academy, guys. Super, super self-explanatory, just like regular Forex. And then obviously once you go through the Academy, what you're going to want to do to, same thing. You're going to want to go and find your educators. Now, in our Telegram chats, we literally have a schedule mapped out. So it shows you all the educators that we personally tune into, and that we watch. And then obviously, if you want any other educators that you guys want to follow, that's why we have it here. So the real top educators that we really follow is Millie Mills. She's literally a beast. For those of you that have been on her session, you definitely know that she be making payouts for everybody. And like I said, she's the truth. I like Millie a lot. Her sessions are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. Also, we watch Leonardo Diaz. He's very good. Arlette, Matthew Thayer. He's one of the educators that I mimic his style and his trading sessions. So we'll definitely touch into that after we hop out of this. So Matthew Thayer and Ness Vasquez. For those of you who don't know who Ness is, he's really, in my opinion, I think he's really the founder and the creator of, Binary within our platform. This individual is one of those individuals that was one of the first to really break the the 6 and 7 figure mark with Binary on a live session. Literally, guys, this man made a milli in less than 2 minutes on one live session. So if that doesn't get you hyped and if that doesn't get you curious, I don't know what will. But that was something that got me curious and got me hyped. So these are the educators. Obviously, shows their times, the different educators that you guys can tune into. But like I said, if you guys are plugged into the HFX chat, you guys will see the schedules that are structured out. One of the leaders on our team, also CJ, for those of you that don't know him, CJ is a Platinum 2000 within the platform. He decided to take it upon himself to actually run morning calls, hosting the actual live sessions for Millie in the morning. So it's cool because it's just like this. It's just like a collective Zoom chat like this. Everybody hops on. Everybody's watching the session and everybody's making money together. So it's really, really dope. So like I said, that right there is the HFX Live and the Academy. So now what I'll kind of do is I will go to Matty Thayer. Like I said, he is one of the educators that I've been tuning into literally every day, guys. And the reason why is because, like I had said before, this is something that I really want to perfect to the T. I definitely feel like this has full capability of changing my financial state even quicker. And I'm already on the right track. So he's definitely one of the educators. Like I said, I would highly advise you watching. It's funny, he's actually going live right now. I kind of forgot that today is Sunday and he goes live on Sundays, but as you guys can see, this man is going live, but we won't tune into it right now. So where I'll go next is I will go back to I Am Center, and I'm going to show you guys the products that are utilized for Binary. Check the chat. Telegram, cool. Perfect. All right. So you're going to go to strategies. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to HFX. Then you have Liberty, and then you have Hourglass, and then there's Freedom. I personally only have Hourglass and Liberty. Freedom, I don't really utilize. So I kind of just don't pay no mind. But like I said, we have Liberty and Hourglass. So I'll open them up both so you guys will see them. So with Liberty, there's 3 strategies that are utilized on this software. So there's Simple Scalper, there's Pickpocket, and there's Web Slinger. Personally for me, I use Pickpocket, and the reason why is because it's the educator Leo. He does a great job of breaking it down super simplistically, and so that's why I utilize this. But like I said, there's Simple Scalper. Let's see if it loads up. This is what Simple Scalper looks like, right? Then if we go down to Web Slinger, this is what Web Slinger looks like. Now, obviously, with you guys, with some of you being brand new to not knowing what Binary is, this definitely looks strange and foreign to you. Trust me, I was in the exact same way because I was like, yo, what is all this? What are these lines? What is this? This is hurting my eyes. I don't understand this. But obviously, once you go through the academy, the final videos towards like the middle or towards the end of the academy, it breaks down each strategy and how to utilize them. So that's why I highly advise that you really go through the academy. If you're really trying to really just learn this, if you're one of those people that just wants to copy and paste, then just tune into the Go Live sessions, honestly. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of people really just want to utilize this just to copy and paste, which is completely fine. If you're one of those people, guys, literally just tune into the Go Live sessions, and that's basically it. But if you're one of those individuals that wants to take on this and learn this as a skill set as well, you want to do the exact same thing as if you were just starting to trade Forex. You want to go through the academy, and then you're going to want to find the Go Live sessions and tune into those as well. So that is Liberty. Hourglass is different. This is Matty Thayer's software. So he has Blue Gator and Cash-Trap. I haven't used Blue Gator. I don't really know what that is yet, but I use Cash-Trap. Now, Cash-Trap for me is literally bread and butter. And the reason why is because it's super, super simplistic. And it's super, super simplistic to the point to where for someone that's brand new, just getting involved with the platform, if you get them on Binary and if you get them on Cash-Trap, they're literally going to be profitable within their first week. Why? Because with this strategy, you literally only need 2 to 3 confirmations to take a trade, and about 80 to 85 or 90% of the trades that are given are accurate. So for people that are just getting involved and you're just plugging them in, this is something that is A, copy and paste, and B, it's super, super simplistic because they're literally only looking for 2 or 3 confirmations and they take the trade. The biggest thing about Binary that I love as well, I know like a lot of people start to get confused about too, and they always ask like, okay, I'm trading Forex. I know with Forex, when you're trading, they have lot sizes. How are lot sizes, kind of determined within trading Binary? There's no lot sizes in Binary. It's literally you risking the amount of money that you're willing to risk in order for the amount of money that you want to gain. So what I mean by that is I'm going to open up the broker. So this broker right here, and obviously, like I said, if you guys want to learn this, plug into the HFX chat. Andre dropped it within the chat in here. And then, oh, my bad. And then from there, literally there's a pinned video section at the top of the screen within the chat. And you're literally just going to go through that, and it's going to tell you which broker that you should get based on the amount of money that you're actually going to deposit. So this right here is one of those brokers that if you have $500 or less, then you're going to want to deposit in this account. So for me, I have 2 accounts. I have one that is just reached 600. I'm sorry. And then this one is like my baby account that I kind of just use to not only demo, but also use to kind of flip. Whereas my other account, I basically use to compound. So I have 2 accounts. So for this one, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Trade Room, and I'll just go to Demo. Okay, cool. So this is what the broker, and this is what the broker for Binary looks like. Looks obviously a little bit different, if you guys can tell, in comparison to TradingView. You have your candlesticks, you have the line chart, and then you have the area with the line chart. So this is where a lot of the educators use. They just use the area opposed to the candlesticks. For me, I kind of use both, though. I use the candlesticks, and then I also use the area. The reason why I use the candlesticks is because I like to kind of know and get a feel and get a grasp of, okay, what is actually happening? Is this a buy candle or is this a sell candle? Like, what is going on? So for me, I kind of go back and forth. But when I'm executing my trades, I definitely do it on the area. But so, like I was saying before, a lot of people ask, okay, there's lot sizes when you're trading Forex. What is it when you're trading, Binary? You pick the amount of money that you're willing to lose in order to gain, vice versa. So, for example, let's say I wanted to place a trade. Obviously, like I said, the time differential is going to determine how long the trade is going to go. So what I mean by that is it's different from when you're trading Forex. So when you're trading Forex, when you're executing, you're placing the trade, you're waiting for that trade to reach take profit. So it could literally be within 5 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, a day. Whereas when you're trading Binary, you're literally waiting for the time to expire. And depending on where you place the trade, whether you place a sell, which is a put, or whether you place a buy, which is called a call, if the market is either above or below that line before the time expires, you win the trade. So what does that mean? Let's say I decided that I wanted to take a trade for 1 minute. I'm going to risk $50, and I am going to place a sell. So I have 1 minute on this timer, and it's going to determine if whether or not I'm actually going to win the trade. So if the market decides to push down and stays underneath this red line, which obviously symbolizes that sell that I put, if the time expires and the market is under the line, I win the trade. Vice versa. If I were to call a call, 1 minute call, if I placed a call, if time were to expire above the green line, you win the trade. Self-explanatory. So it's not like you're waiting hours for a trade to hit TP. No, you're literally just waiting for the market to expire above or below the line that you put, whether it be for a put or whether it be for a call. Does that make sense, guys? Type a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, as you guys can tell, that trade that I put the put for, I lost. The time expired, and it was above the red line instead of below. So, super simplistic. Watch, this trade's about to lose too. Tragic. But it's, like I said, it's super simplistic, guys. And once you guys are going through the strategies, which I'm actually about to touch on as well. Once you guys are going through the strategies, once you guys are going through, watching the live sessions that the educators are providing, once you guys finish the academy, you guys are going to start to understand and pick up on certain patterns, just like when you're trading Forex. There's certain patterns that happen within the market. You're going to start to see certain patterns that happen when you're trading binary, and you're going to be able to capitalize on them the exact same way. So what I'll do, guys, is I will break down the strategy that I use personally. Like I said, I use two. So I use the pickpocket and I use cash trap. But I'll go over cash trap because it's, like I said, it's mad easy. You literally only need like 2 or 3 confirmations. And once you have those confirmations, it's literally a go for you to enter into that trade. So when you're on cash trap, let me make sure I'm actually on it. Yeah. Okay, cool. So when you're on cash trap, there's literally, like I said, only 2 to 3 confirmations that you're basically going to need. I have them in my notes. And what I'll do, guys, for those of you that are in the chat, the Telegram chat, what I'll do is I'll actually drop my notes in the chat so you guys can have them. You guys can save them. You guys can study them when it comes down to you, trying to learn this strategy. For those of you that are not in the Telegram chat just yet, and if you still want to, learn binary, like I said, join that chat. Otherwise, reach out to me through Telegram. Just literally just private message me, and I'll shoot you over the notes as well so you guys can have them as well. So let me go ahead and pull this up real quick.
We do only have 7 minutes left, but I also wanted to really just let you guys know that, starting tonight is basically the 30-day, boot camp for Millie Mills as well. So if you guys can get on that, I would heavily recommend it's on Go Live.
Oh, yeah, right. That's actually very smart. Actually, let me go ahead and pull that up because I know CJ dropped that within the chat as well. So you guys can see my screen, right? The Telegram?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Boom, here it is right here. So for those of you that want to start HFX, this is what is happening for the next 20 days. Millie Mills, I know that I think 1 or 2 educators are actually joining her because I remember her saying something about that as well. But basically what this is, guys, it's a trading boot camp. Just like how we had our method to madness trainings and stuff in our boot camp like that. It's the exact same thing except for trading binary. So Millie Mills is, taking it upon herself to run this boot camp. like Andre said, is starting tonight. So literally for the first day, you know, it says what is Forex, what is HFX, and so she's going over, you know, what binary is, going over, you know, what broker to use, so on and so forth. So that is mapped out right there. If you guys want to take a quick screenshot of that, feel free. Otherwise, you know, like I said, it's going to be in the Telegram chat as well. So thank you, Andre, for mentioning that, bro. Okay, cool. So we literally only have 5 minutes left, so I'll go through this a little quick. But if I'm going too fast, feel free to let me know, guys. That's funny. I already have it set up. Okay, so when you guys are on Cash Trap, like I said, you literally only need, and you're looking for about 2 to 3 confirmations, and then you should be good to go when you're entering into, you know, a trade or taking one of the trades. So when you're looking for puts, guys, now what does puts mean? Obviously, it's sells. So you're looking for puts / sells. You want to make sure that the second pair is stronger than the first. Now, what does that mean? So, for example, if you guys see Euro JPY, the Japanese yen needs to be stronger than the euro. Okay, Nick, how do we know that? How are we going to know that, you know, the Japanese yen is stronger? Okay, what you're going to go to is called the currency strength meter. This right here is something that I use, and if you guys were on the last call, you guys will kind of you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is something that I use when I'm trading Forex in general as well. But heavily used with this strategy and trading binary is very, very good to know. This right here is literally telling you the overall strength of a certain pair in comparison to another pair. So, for example, with EJ, we're trying to see if the Japanese yen is stronger than the euro. The euro is obviously out-strengthening the Japanese yen. So that's what we're looking for. We're making sure when it comes down to sells, we're looking to see if the Japanese yen is actually going to be stronger than the euro. Confirmation number 2. With whatever pair you're looking at for sell, you must see a red down arrow. Number 3. And with this confirmation, guys, it's literally just like it's like icing on the cake. You can or you cannot have this confirmation. The more confirmations obviously means the better probability the trade is going to go. So for this one, cross red RSI line. So if you guys can see at the bottom right here, this RSI line, it needs to cross down. So it needs to be above and cross down, just like how it did over here and just how it did over here. So those are the confirmations for puts. Now for calls / buys. Instead of the second pair being stronger, the first pair is stronger than second. So in this case, guys, euro needs to be stronger than the Japanese yen, and that would give us a confirmation for a buy. Let's check the currency strength meter. Boom. Euro is stronger than the Japanese yen. So that's one confirmation that we would have for a buy. So that's cool. So that's a clear indication for me, obviously, that we're looking for a buy. Next confirmation. There must be a green arrow. EJ, we see a green arrow. Boom, 2 confirmations. For me, I would take that trade. The reason why is because the strength meter with the euro is out-strengthening the Japanese yen pretty significantly. So it's a clear indication for me that once this pullback and once this candle is done, it's going to push up. And it obviously shows on the currency strength meter. And obviously we're given a green arrow, so it's symbolizing that this market could potentially go up, which indicates for me to enter into a buy. So that's confirmation number 2. Confirmation number 3. cross the green RSI. So instead of the red, it needs to cross the green. So right now it's pushing down to the green. Ideally, what we would want to see is we want to see the push up through the green. So like I said, we would really want to wait for this candle to close, and we want to see the next blue candle open, and it's going to symbolize that shift in momentum, and we're going to enter and execute that trade for the buy. So those are the confirmations that you're going to need when it comes down to utilizing this strategy. Super, super simple. And like I said, guys, you really only need about 2 confirmations. 3 is icing on the cake. The more confirmations that you have, the higher probability the trade is going to be. So just take that into consideration.